Hello! Welcome in, everyone. Hello, I'm Chef JT. Let's make some coffee. How we all doing today? Happy to see you, Ozzy. Welcome in, JK. Gonna be doing some sort of barbecue. If it involves barbecue sauce, is it actual barbecue? I'm sort of in the belief that low and slow roast, typically over wood or smoke, is barbecue. Just about everything else is just pretending. Why am I so zoomed in? There we go. Make sure we're still up to temp here. Grits fritters? Well, they are going to be cheesy. I didn't put the cheese in there in the actual description, but I'm going to make grits, grits, cheese, scallions, garlic, and jalapeno, and then it'll cool. We'll ball them and coat them in egg and fry them. Actually, I'm not 100% sold on the whole, if we even need to bother with the whole egg thing. We might make some egg into them. We'll see how they turn out after they cool down. Hi, Splits. But I wouldn't think Jimmy Carter would be big on grits. He was a peanut guy. Yeah, the grits hate is not worth it. Like, for the amount of people that love polenta, grits are, like... Grits just have the bad, you know... lower class or poor stereotype. Can foods be stereotyped? Or are they... What is the term for it? What's the term for it when an actor gets locked into a certain type of role? Typecast. Thank you, JK. Like, I don't know the basis for those words and their terms to know which is... Or maybe there's an entirely separate one for food. After all, we have gastronomy. Yeah. Can't pour on the pour spout with this thing. I pour with the pour spout on this thing and the coffee goes back here. I actually got the idea for those when I was making fun of the idea of what I thought Bill Clinton's enchiladas would be. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight. Cheers. Where do we start with tonight? I think we're starting with grits. I think we need to start with the stove tonight. Wow, I've gone through quite a few. I don't know how full it was to begin with. What am I boiling? I am melting down a cube of chicken stock made previously on stream. I'm going to throw some salt in here with it. And then we're going to be cooking our grits in that. It might have been brilliant on Logitech's part had they thought of the idea of maybe putting a light on one of their cameras. Just one of them. Any of them. Welcome to the tunnel. Damn one. Always appreciate the company. Hopefully you are well. Hopefully all of you are well. Hopefully you've all had a wonderful weekend. You're relaxing after an awesome Sunday. Anyone got heat stroke from going out in early spring? Sorry for the fan noise as I pass by it. We're gonna have to add some scallions and jalapeno and garlic into this. I'm calling these spring onion scallions. Not liking the whole large rings. Still keeping them a little bit thicker than usual for myself. Trying to give them a little more visibility in the fritters, while keeping them small enough that they aren't going to be messing up the size or the shape of the fritter. How we looking back here? We melted yet? Nope. Check and make sure that stock ain't boiling yet. Coffee break. Velouté? It's one of the 5 mother sauces. Take the sprout out of that. Still not boiling. Gotta be here at the beginning and end of every stream. The way you get the most sprinkles is just being in chat all the time. Like, you get 50 for being here at the beginning of stream, or being here like 15 minutes after the start of stream, something like that, the timer set. Being here at the end of stream, because there's another 50 that gets triggered by me hitting the closing screen. And then whenever we get raided, we get as many sprinkles as we have raiders. Alright, going in with our grits and some of this butter. I am not making squirrel soup. I'm not making turtle soup either. Hi, Alex. Welcome in. I've been sort of wanting to do lamb for a while. I almost did it I don't know if it's today, tomorrow, last week, recently, sometime around now is like a lamb day. I keep seeing it on the calendar. Let's look and see what it is on the calendar. I do not know when that is. It was staring me on the calendar. I can't see it now. Oh, there it is. It's on the 7th. And turn the heat down on this a little bit. Over on the other side of the stove, I'm going to start heating up another pan. some oil. We're gonna get our garlic going in the oil. And the scallions, or onion. Grits are looking nice. Garlic's in the oil. Onions going in the oil. Turn the heat way down. Because we're less looking to cook and more looking to infuse that little bit of oil there. Soften the garlic a little bit. Salt, pepper, MSG, and heat off on that. We'll just let the pan carry that the rest of the way. Mac and cheese. I actually sort of want to do a fried mac and cheese and what do you call them? Tater tot nachos crossover, or maybe fried macaroni nachos. There's got to be someone selling pre-made friable mac and cheese these days somewhere in the freezer aisle. Isn't there? Like, this thing that sort of hangs me up doing that on stream. I've done it once or twice on stream, but it's the chilling part. Like, you really, in order to get a good fry in them, you need to really chill them down in order to get a good coating on them before they reheat. Alright, turning the heat off on the grits now. We're just going to let them sit for a little bit here. Actually, I lied. We're adding everything else in with them now. using my ground down flat spoon that is getting most of that oil. Not all of it, but for being a spoon, that looks rather... We'll mix all that in with our grits. They gave me a botched one. They messed up their weight on this brick. They stuck to it pretty good, though. You see, now it's pulling apart now that I start to... Oh, dad joke. YouTube dad joke was worse this round. Though the Twitch gives the feels like I totally had the optometrist as a kid. It was like one or two. One or two. The first one or the second. It's like if, when he was younger, before I had seen him, he was quite older, the doctor that I'm thinking of. He had gotten in his period where he had fun playing around with the wording and how to say it and did it differently all the time. And by the time I had gotten there, he had just sort of fallen into his favorites, and it was just... Alright, let's add some cheese to these grits. Those are looking pretty good. Like, I'd enjoy those just as they are right now. But now we gotta let them cool, so we can fry them as fritters. Now it's time to make meatballs. So, doing a little onion in there. Actually, let's saute the onion up before we put them in there. And soften them up and make better meatballs. Use the same pan, why not? I'm just looking to sweat these down, get them nice and soft, to allow them to go in with our pork and beef meatballs. That's some pale pork. It's okay. We have some not so pale beef to go along with it. Yeah. Oh well, I guess that works too. Beef fell out of the package. Oregano. Oops. Under the camera. Would be better, wouldn't it? Chili powder. Garlic. Even though we got garlic in the pan. Ginger. Hi, Kip. Welcome, welcome. Powdered mustard. Heat off on our onions. More color than I really wanted, but it's not like it's hurting things. Like that open container of mustard. Cayenne. Cumin. Black pepper. Nice. And then using smoked / Hawaiian salt in our meatballs. most of the Hawaiian salts, they just roll them around in charcoal. Also going to do a little liquid flavor in here with this. Touch of soy. Okay. Maybe solid tablespoon there. And a little bit of the Worcestershire. Ooh. Thank you, Kip.
Chefia 1 wiggle, Chefia 1 heart, Chefia 1 wiggle.
Appreciate the sub. I knew we were back there somewhere, breadcrumbs. Alright, now that we got those semi-formed or ready to be balled, our meat's ready to be balled. Let's make our homemade barbecue. All those people that hate on sandwich sauces being just a mix of the stuff that they got in the store. Yeah. Barbecue can't talk. Unless you're like some dry rub king of the world. Yeah, it's not gonna work. No. Because, yeah. Let's make barbecue sauce, chat. Let's start with your ketchup. Mustard. More mustard just to make it look a little more rustic. Worcestershire. Soy. It's glued to the jar. Let's try you first. Nope. Molasses. Garlic. Cayenne. Yeah. Sugar and vinegar. We'll heat all this loveliness up together. Mostly to melt the sugar down and bring it all together. And we'll thin it out with some apple cider vinegar. And whatever your favorite hot sauces. I'm gonna throw a little Tabasco in mine. I'm gonna pull out some frozen veggies to defrost while we're doing everything else here. I guess I won't, chat. I thought I had a package of mixed veggies. I have a packet of red berries. That's not going to be very good sauteed and mixed up with these. So I guess we're having fritters and balls tonight. I could do a can of corn. I should do something else other than... Alright, now that that's heated up all through, allow that to cool back down. Grits are looking great for what I want to use them for. I do think I'm going to add an egg into them, but otherwise we're going to go with them, just fry them just like that, ball them and fry them. I didn't buy them, but I looked and saw in the store the other day. They're down to $6 here. They were $6.50 earlier. They've gotten as high as like 10. Hi, Nan Reader. Pouring oil for our fritters. So we got oil for fritters, pan for meatballs, pan for corn. Who's going to win the snooker championship, the Halo snooker championship going on right now? I've been watching all of that lately. It was looking like Ronnie had a chance, and then he got shut out by the new Chinese kid who's just, like, he almost looks unstoppable. Like, him today against Mark was... he was giving him a fight, but... And he absolutely destroyed... Like, he had an extra day off because he beat Ronnie so bad. And for those that don't know, like, Ronnie is like the Michael Jordan or the, yeah. Oh, snooker. I'm sure most of chat's like, what's snooker? You want to talk a championship, like they're doing series of best of 35, you know, multi-day pool challenges. Hi, Michael. I've never really gotten a chance to play it, but I've been watching it for years. Because there's no bars near me that have snooker tables, and I don't have a queue to work with them anyways. I do have a decent pool queue. But I don't like any of the places around here for playing pool. Welcome, Raiders. Happy to see everyone. How we doing today? Happy Sunday to you all. I'm Chef JT if you're new in here. I cook here 4 nights a week on Twitch. Pretty much rock solid. Thank you so much for the raid, Dana. How have you been? What were we cooking tonight? Where are we coming from, everyone? What's everyone hungering for right now? I'm working on making a combination of things for my dinner tonight. We've got in front of you on the board here, we have a combination of beef and pork meatballs with garlic and onion that I've sauteed and a bunch of flavoring. We have a homemade barbecue sauce up here, which is going to be used with these. I'm draining a can of corn because I thought I had frozen veggies and was going to saute some frozen veggies. We're substituting canned corn. Texas Twinkies. Pulled pork Twinkies and a lot of May the 4th drinks. Oh yes, it's May the 4th. I totally forgot about that. Twinkies. And the last thing we got going here tonight is I have made up a batch of grits. I have added scallions or spring onions, garlic, and jalapeno in these, along with a bunch of butter, some cheddar cheese. We're going to turn these into fritters. I just folded in an egg as a binder, so these are ready to drop in the oil. Yeah, you got me wondering with Texas Twinkies. I'm not quite sure what we're talking about here. I'm picturing something along the lines of the donut burger, but with Twinkies and pulled pork, or is this some other? I really don't know what I'm intrigued. We'll go back to getting ready here with our meatballs here first. We'll start preheating our oven so that we have a warm oven to throw these in while we fry our fritters. Oh. Oh. I like that. Just sounds next level jalapeno. That's wow. Now I want jalapenos stuffed. I'm stuffing jalapeno into my meatballs. A little cooking oil in the pan. Twinkie-shaped cornbread. That's something that I was actually considering doing for tonight, something along this line. I was actually thinking of doing stuffing meat into the grits for the meatballs tonight, and I decided to do fritters and meatballs instead. But that does sound... yeah, sign me up. Give me one of those too. That's some... We like the fair like food here. We do fair food. Maybe sear these in 2 batches and then coat them and put them all together in the oven at once. Conveniently ended up with 10 balls. This is a pound of meat, roughly. I split a half pound pack of, I bought a half pound of ground pork, and for once the guy at the butcher counter didn't put it, 5% over. Win. Hey, Tanaloa. And so we got a half pound of pork, an actual half pound of pork, and I eyeballed a half pound of beef because I bought a pound pack of ground beef and split it in half. Who's got their own homemade barbecue sauce that they refuse to eat anything else by? Who's our barbecue sauce purists? Actually, here's another question for chat. What is your definition of barbecue? Like, does it have to involve barbecue sauce? Does it have to go on a grill? Is just putting it on a grill considering barbecuing? I don't think so. Sorry, Australians. I don't know. Low and slow? Because then this wouldn't be barbecue, even though we're slathering it in barbecue sauce. I added smoked salt. I used smoked salt in the will. See, I would say outdoor cooking on a grill is grilling, like burgers and hot dogs, that sort of stuff. That is not barbecue to me. You start questionably getting there when you start switching to chicken. If you got bone-in chicken on the grill, that's... Yeah, I definitely need, like... I was really looking and tempted. I didn't have the money for it, and I wasn't looking to actually spend it. But I was really intrigued by the GE indoor smoker. Most of the stuff that I've seen about it since then makes me think that it's not worth it versus having something decent outside. I'm talking, not turning. Ooh, I'm jealous of that, Michael. Yeah, Kip. GE. Well, GE isn't really much of a name anymore. They're sort of, well... But there is a GE indoor smoker that uses some sort of water filtration system. It's like most of the indoor stuff things where it's got this, like, tank of water that it uses. And it just sounds like it does a decent job of removing any smoke from the house, but at the same time it doesn't sound like it does a great job of penetrating smoke into the foods. At the same time, isn't that one of the like big green egg type dealies, which on one hand are amazing if you got all the parts for them and everything. On the other hand, everything I read about them makes me think they're a giant racket with all the, you can get this and this with this, and you can do this and this with this, and this with this, and you can fill a whole shed with accessories for this. I had a sort of sad realization on why the more capitalistic countries are, the worse they seem to be at keeping families together. It's if you break it down to the most basic idea, it really makes sense. You have more people individually, you don't get any scale. You have to buy everything individually. They make so much more money doing it this way. They don't want anyone to be in a relationship. Was that too much of a change in topic for chat? Let's start heating the oil for frying our fritters. Yeah, I just kept rolling. Yeah, I was talking about I don't have a smoker. Despite me both having the perfect setup to have a really nice homebrew smoker that can handle meat. Way more meat than me myself, but like big parties I could handle. But I haven't set it up. I haven't done the, hour or two of work to put it together. And so I've been investigating other smoking options, and like I said, there's that GE indoor smoker thingy. But it's like I don't know what it costs now, it's probably even more now. But like 2 years ago, year ago, it was $1,000 for a countertop oven. Nope, Michael. I'm actually sort of surprised how little food content there seems to be, like actual food content on YouTube. Like most of it seems to be like, here's how to do this recipe. Like, it's trying to be... I guess I just don't understand YouTube. I don't understand a lot of things, chat. Honestly, Kip, if it was any other name really other than like GE, I probably wouldn't even looked at it seriously. Like, are you gonna buy a flamethrower from random, third world supplier? Or are you gonna buy a Tesla one? I got hooked into watching Babylon 5 the other day. Flame is off on that. Throwing this down in the oven now. Actually going to turn the oven off now too, because it's at 300 degrees. Just let it coast. Definitely not the first time. I've watched that series so many times. It's definitely in the top 10 list, if not the top? Question mark? It's getting a bit dated now, and I can understand why he's talking about trying to remake it. I think it's not going to happen. He was in talks with, I think it was CW or someone, but it sounds like he's working on other stuff now. Grits taste amazing. Oh wow, those are going to be amazing. Yes, they have raw egg in them, and I'm eating that anyways. Well, the thing with it you need to know is that the major thing that's getting outdated with it now is the graphics. It was like a pioneer of using a lot of graphics, CGI, and so they're looking a bit dated now, but they were like state of the art at the time, especially for a TV show. Like, they have full-on wars and stuff going on in this, compared to most of the stuff like Star Trek. It's like two things floating in space. Like, this is serious. And the other thing, it's got a lot of political sides to it that actually, I think, vibe with right now. I can go on and on. Let's see here. It was the first real the first real series, if not the first series on TV, where it was an actual storyline throughout. It was planned storyline, and there was planned roles for everyone in it. Versus, again, comparing it to Star Trek, they found some new world, they interacted with people, they broke the first Prime Directive, and then patched things up and everything's fine by the next show. That didn't necessarily happen in Babylon 5. Let's see, what else is there? There's a whole bunch of movies that were made for the series, that were made the TV movies, and they don't 100% line up with things for the whole series. Like, the very first movie of the series is sort of like the first episode of a series. Not all of the characters are really what they ended up with. They subbed out a couple of the actors. They completely reworked a couple of the aliens. The real claim to fame, though, is, well, if you haven't seen it, I don't know if I want to ruin the magic of this, but I guess, yeah, it doesn't really ruin the story. The original person in the first series that ran the ship was supposed to be the guy that runs through the entire series. And due to a combination of drinking and mental issues, he dropped out. Although shows up later. And it's quite fascinating that how well, for a series that's a planned system, that's not the only one where they had to do some last minute plays. What did I do with you? You were here. What else can I say? First season is probably the least, like, it's the most just independent plots. I didn't love, I think in the 4th season, all of the psychic stuff, they go a little peace and free world too much for me there. So let's see what we've got for oil here. Is our oil warmed up yet? Warmed up? Ooh, 300. Close. We're gonna start sauteing the corn on the other side here too. I am just going to do salt, pepper, and nutritional yeast with my corn tonight. And the nutritional yeast will give it both a little bit of a savory note, but also a creamy, cheesy note without adding actual cream or cheese to our corn. Ozzy, you kind soul. Thank you so much for your resub.
Chefia 1 heart.
42 months. We can give that another moment before we throw our first one in there. That it has. It's been a minute. Gotta say, it's all been pretty good, though. It's been a pretty good 42 months. Salt, pepper, all right, let's see how this goes. Ooh, this might have been a mistake. Yeah, they're falling apart. Well, that didn't work. Well, now what? Do I dare try him again with a batter? I think I just might go with grits, chat. I think I'm just going to warm this back up and cook the egg into it and enjoy it as it is. Because this is delicious, but it is not frying nicely. It's being mean. There's too much water in it and it's splattering all over the place. It's going to cause a fire. I shut off the oil if you didn't pay attention there because I was worried of how much oil was splattering. Like, I don't know how much you can see the gloss or how much that's changed in color there from just the oil that's right here. I mean, look at this pan back here. This is just in the spray zone. I just coated my stove in oil. Well, for those worried, I do have an ABC fire extinguisher right over there off scene. And the first thing I plan whenever I'm doing frying is having a lid somewhere nearby to cover it up. We'll move this back down here. We'll get a spatula out so that we can move it around and keep it from sticking too much. It is quite thick. Made this with chicken stock also, for anyone just joining in. Corn's turned off now. Now we got some nice color on that. Salt and pepper on that. We'll just hit it with a little nutritional yeast as we plate it. Pour the last of our barbecue over our meatballs. Just the last little drizzle for the plate. What did I do with my tongs? Are they in the wash or something? Seeing that garlic popping out of the and we're straying more and more away from barbecue here, but a little shredded Parmesan over the top. There we have it, chop. My barbecue balls dinner without the fritters. Give you a close up on all of that. Now is not the time for ads. Twitch. The rest of our meatballs. So let's see what we got going on here. We got one heck of a dinner coming up tomorrow night. I'm gonna be back here tomorrow night, everyone. We're gonna be doing enchiladas tomorrow night. I'm gonna be roasting pork. Gonna be making tomatilla salsa or tomatilla enchilada sauce. So that is the plans for tomorrow evening. I hope you can join me for that. We've also got, what have we got for an ingredient challenge this week? I've forgotten. It's looking like pancakes have got it. You got last chance, last call. Last call for votes in the Discord. We need votes for pancakes or for mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes is hurting. The other thing we got going on here in the Discord right now is, what cake should I make next month? Let's see what else we got to do here. We're all off here. Oven is off. Oil is dirty for no good reason. There's a couple of ways I could have done that better, chat. That could have worked out better. Namely, number one was adding more flour into it, but then you gotta cook the flour. Could have coated them to protect them from the liquid getting out before you get, like, if you coat them in egg, it sort of acts as like a skin protecting the liquid from inside from exploding as well. But yeah, sorry about the last minute ads there for anyone. That was not my intention. I've been lining up just perfect with that lately. Saying earlier, gonna be back here tomorrow. We got fun stuff all week. We got the ingredient challenge on Wednesday. What do we got on Friday and Sunday this week? We got crawfish, po' boy, some more frying on Friday, and budget lasagna. I'm gonna try making lasagna going from whole milk to make my ricotta, and using the milk to make the whey to make my bechamel. And gonna try a couple of other techniques to keep a full-blown lasagna a little bit on the more affordable side. Thank you so much for joining in with me tonight. I'm gonna go and enjoy this. This looks delicious. I know the polenta is amazing already. I know the barbecue sauce is good too. So I think we're set. Pictures in the Discord as always. My thoughts on things in the Discord as always. Like the meat can night. Like that, no. But you can read more about that in the Discord. Have a great night, everyone. Good night.